The Philippines is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, with gorgeous beaches, friendly people, and a rich history. In today's video, we will take you on a journey through time to explore the fascinating history of this tropical paradise. From its pre-colonial roots to its modern-day society. We will cover all the major events that have shaped the Philippines into what it is today. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover the captivating history of the Philippines. The history of the Philippines can be traced back to the 10th century, when the first settlements on the islands began to emerge. These early Filipinos were primarily engaged in fishing and trading with neighboring countries. The arrival of the Chinese and Indian traders had a significant impact on the development of the Philippines, as they introduced new technologies and cultural influences. The Muslims from Indonesia also played a vital role in shaping the history of the Philippines as they brought with them the religion of Islam. By the 15th century, the Philippines had become a hub for international trade and was known for its abundance of natural resources, including gold, silver, and precious stones. This wealth attracted the attention of European colonizers, including the Spanish and Portuguese. On March 16, 1521, Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer, landed in the Philippines with his crew. This marked the beginning of the Spanish colonization of the Philippines, which would last for more than 300 years. The Spanish colonized the Philippines for several reasons. First, they wanted to convert the Filipinos to Christianity. The Spanish had heard about the vast amounts of gold and other valuable resources in the Philippines, and they wanted to exploit them. Finally, they saw the Philippines as a strategic location for controlling trade in the region. During the Spanish colonization, the Philippines was incorporated into the Spanish East Indies and became an important part of their colonial empire. The Spanish introduced new crops such as sugar, coffee, and tobacco, which were labor-intensive and led to the introduction of slavery. They also built infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and churches. Despite these developments, the Spanish rule was marked by exploitation and oppression. The Filipinos were forced to work in the mines and plantations for low wages and were denied basic rights and freedoms. This led to several rebellions and uprisings against the Spanish authorities. One of the most significant events during the Spanish colonization was the Philippine Revolution of 1896. The revolution was led by Jose Rizal, a Filipino nationalist and writer who advocated for independence from Spain. However, the revolution was ultimately crushed and the Philippines remained under Spanish rule. In the early 20th century, the United States emerged as a new power in the region and became interested in the Philippines. After the Spanish-American War, the U.S. acquired the Philippines as a territory and began to exert its influence. The American colonization of the Philippines was marked by several reforms and developments. The Americans introduced a new currency, the Philippine peso, and established a public school system. They also granted limited self-government to the Filipinos and appointed a Philippine commission to oversee the transition to independence. However, the Americans also faced opposition from the Filipinos who demanded full independence. This led to the Philippine-American War, which lasted from 1899 to 1902. The war was brutal and resulted in the deaths of thousands of Filipinos and Americans. Eventually, the Filipinos realized that they could not defeat the Americans militarily and began to seek a peaceful resolution. On July 4th, 1946, the United States officially recognized the Philippines as an independent nation. The post-colonial period has been marked by several challenges and accomplishments for the Philippines. In 1986, the People Power Revolution led to the overthrow of the dictator Ferdinand Marcos and the restoration of democracy. Since then, the Philippines has experienced significant economic growth and has become one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia. The country has also played an active role in international affairs and has been a vocal advocate for human rights and democracy. Today, the Philippines is a vibrant democracy with a strong economy and a promising future. Its rich history has shaped the country's culture, values, and identity. As the Philippines continues to grow and develop, it is important to remember its past and the struggles and accomplishments of its people. We hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the Philippines' history. If you want to learn more about this fascinating country, we encourage you to visit and explore its rich culture and beautiful landmarks. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.